I would love to see you join me. And if you haven't yet watched the video on why you do it, watch that. So you have a reason for doing this, because you're going to encounter discomfort, people, when you do this, and you got to know why you're doing it to get through it. It's worth it. So when we do this, we're going to spend about 30 to 45 seconds in each of the given areas that we address, and we just move right through it. If you had more time than 10 minutes, you might spend a little more time in a given area, usually until there's about a 50% drop in the initial intensity. So you're going to roll back and forth over the foam roller on the muscle area that you're addressing. And each of those movements, out and back, is considered one stroke. So you'd want to end up doing a minimum, probably like 10 to 15 strokes in this little 10-minute routine that we work, okay? So we're going to start with our, what I would call Piriformis. Have a seat on the foam roller, right? So just get yourself balanced. Take your left hand back, shift to the left butt cheek, left leg comes up. So whatever leg is lifted, I lean to that side a little bit, and I just begin to roll. And you're actually seeking out tender spots. And if you find them, don't be afraid to pause for a second, breathe into the intensity, and then just begin to roll again. You may need to shift a little more to the outside. It may be necessary to square it up more, but just, again, seek out those little tender spots. We'll do this, again, as I mentioned, for about 30 to 45 seconds. Now, staying on the same left side, exercise 2 is for the IT band. So we put it on the outside of the left thigh. So the foam roller's down, you put your left thigh on it. If you're on your hand, it's gonna be gentler on the body than if you come down on your elbow. Notice my top leg comes in front, the bottom leg is straight, and then wherever I am, hand or elbow, I just begin to roll on the outside of that left thigh. Usually up just under the hip, right? Moving back and forth there, feeling that out. And then maybe I'll adjust to get down near the knee, but not on the knee. If you want it a little more intense, again, you come down on the elbow, and you can even stack your feet and go back and forth. So the IT band, this usually feels pretty nasty. Anyway, last one. Okay, and then the third movement area is going to be this area right up under your armpit, just below the armpit. We're going to get your lat muscle and the serratus muscle. So I'm still on my left side, the third of those movements. I put the foam roller right up under my armpit. So it's my left side is there. My left arm is extended out. I have my left knee bent, right foot on the ground because I'm going to use it to push. And then I simply just move myself out, and then I draw myself back. I like to keep the left arm extended. And again, I'm feeling this right shoulder open as opposed to rolling down. And I just go back and forth. And there's a little area called the serratus right up near the armpit that you'll know when you get it, because it's like when you breathe. Rolling that out. I'm using my foot to assist this movement. Good. So then I just repeat those 3 moves on the other side, right? So I have a seat on it, put the right hand back, right foot up, lean to the right, spend about 30 to 45 seconds there. Again, I'm breathing, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Noticing if there's any tender spots, address them if there are. Nice. From there, I get that right side IT band, foam roller on the ground, place it underneath that left thigh. You can have my elbow down over my hand, stack the feet or don't, and I just begin to roll outside the right thigh. Again, not really getting up on the hip or directly on the knee, just working it outside in little segments, spending 30 to 45 seconds here. Again, the alternative, top foot, in this case left foot, can come in front, right hand can go down, because you could literally lift yourself off the foam roller here, so it's far less intense. Great. And then I get that lat serratus on this side, still on the right side, put it underneath that area just below the armpit, right arm extends in this case, left leg bent, right leg bent, using the left foot, just rolling out just underneath the armpit, keeping, in this case, my left shoulder open, the top shoulder open, breathing back and forth, using the left foot to push me out and draw me back in. Very nice, cool. All right, from there, I like to get what are called your adductor muscles, the inside of the thigh. So what I do with this is I'm facing straight ahead and I angle the foam roller out at about a 45-degree angle to the side I'm gonna work. And what I do, once I've done that, is I'm gonna lay prone facing the earth. I open my right leg so that the inside edge of the foot can face down. I like to be on my forearms here. I tuck my back toe and I begin to roll on an angle, the same angle of the foam roller. It's about a 45 movement from the back right to the upper left, just targeting up near the groin and getting down near the knee. But I keep that foot open the whole time, working on the inside of the right thigh. Awesome. I release that. Other side, open it up to the left, about 45 degrees. Prone position on my forearms. Left toes are open. I use the back toes on the right foot and my forearms to draw myself on a diagonal across the foam roller. Inside, in this case, of my left leg. Work in segments. If you need to adjust position. Great. From there, we transition to the back, gang. What we're gonna do here is simply put the foam roller behind us, so it's just below the shoulder blades, bend your knees, put your hands behind your head, and what we're gonna do here with the hands behind the head supporting the neck, lift the hips up, and we begin to roll out initially what's referred to as the thoracic spine, right in the middle of the back. And you just see if there are any areas in there that talk to you. You can always keep those elbows wider and go up higher in your back. I personally don't go too deep toward my hips, but I do a little bit through the middle and some of the lumbar lower back. If you want to get it even more intense right around the spine, you can draw your elbows in and kind of round the back, and you'll feel that a little bit more in the muscles, the rhomboids right around the spine. Beautiful. And then what we finish with is this. Bring those hips down, and we're just going to create some space here. It's a static position. Again, the foam roller is just below the shoulder blades or around there. Hips are down in this case, hands are behind the head. And I like to just relax that head back, supporting it with the hands. And let yourself create space in the chest, shoulders, and you breathe. If you could free your hands, awesome. You don't have to by any stretch of the imagination. Most people feel more comfortable here, especially if you're new to this. If it's uncomfortable, just come up and pause and breathe, and then come back into that space as it's available to you. Good. Slowly come up. I like to spend about 30 seconds or so on that last one. So that's it. That is the 10-minute routine that I do just before boot camp. I would love to have you join me. Please do. Monday through Friday, I'm out there at 5:50 before our 6 a.m. class. It is well worth it, you guys. I've had some discomfort here and there, and whenever I get on the foam roller, it certainly makes it feel better. This past week was an example of that. So I came out, I think it was on Thursday, my hip was bothering me, got on the foam roller before, and during the workout, it was much, much better. All right. If you have any other questions, comments below, and I hope to see you this upcoming week out there foam rolling.